If you like hate me talking about my own brand, obviously I don't know why you clicked on this video, but like just let me have my moment. I'm so proud. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about my newest launch with my own brand, xoBeauty. I have created my dream palette. I say that about every palette, but hello. This is like authentically me, and if you know, you know. If you've been watching me for years, you've seen me do lip swatch videos, you've seen me do eyeshadow tutorials using various arrays of palettes, brands, colors, but I'll always be attracted to those terracotta tones. A little bit of a terracotta undertone on the lip, or on the cheeks, or on the eyes. Like, I'm always attracted to that. So I have created my dream terracotta palette. And no, it's not just 12 different shades of reddy brown. Of course there's going to be terracotta in here, but it's a whole lot of colors that complement that as well. We've got neutrals and brights, so you can create an everyday look, or you could create something fun, creative. Obviously I'm wearing some of the colors on my eyes today, and I do have this tutorial, this face tutorial, at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that if you want to learn how I created this look. But first I just want to talk you through the whole collection, because we do have an eyeshadow palette, an eyeliner palette, 2 pairs of lashes, and 2 lip duos. So I'll just show you everything, swatch everything, and then show you how to create this look, so bear with me. Let's start with the hero, which is the eyeshadow palette. That's where it all starts for me. Terracotta on the eyes has always been a favorite. If you've stuck with me for the last few years, you know that. It's always a color I come back to, especially just in a look like this where I just smash it all over the lid. It's like one of my favorite looks. It looks good with any eye color. It's easy, it's low effort, and it's just always so stunning. Dun dun dun! Here are all of the colors in their full glory. I'll of course insert swatches as well for you guys. But here are the colors. So the collection is inspired by terracotta. And of course you think terracotta and you probably think, first of all, of the color. Like this kind of color right here, which is called terracotta. That's the basis of where I was inspired. You look into what terracotta is. So terracotta actually means, in Italian it means baked earth. So the whole collection is kind of based on that. And also then we can look into what terracotta was kind of used for, which is the object of like a vessel, a figure, a structural form made from coarse porous clay that when fired assumes a color ranging from a dull ochre to a red. So terracotta. So we've got those kind of colors here, those kind of ochres, terracotta, reds, earthy clay browns, and also colors inspired by foliage, by water. I wanted to make sure the colors were different to my other palettes as well, because in the native palette we have kind of colors that would go with this palette. It's not the same, but if you love the native palette, then this is a really good kind of companion to that. Just for reference, this is the xoBeauty native Flora and Fauna palette, so very, very different still. But you can see like you could create some really cool looks if you use both at once. And then of course we've got the heaps of sweets. We've got other palettes too. We've got like 2 other palettes, but these are our 12 pan ones, and obviously those colors are different as well. Even the terracotta color in both palettes are different. This is caramel from the heaps of sweets palette, and this is terracotta from the terracotta palette. It's got much more of those kind of like orangey tones to it. Moving along. So yes, very much inspired by the earth, literally the ground, inspired by pottery and what you can hold inside pottery. You've got options to do colourful, neutral, wearable, artistic, whatever your heart desires. I love the shades, and I think one of my next videos I'm going to do like a 3 looks 1 palette with this, so you can see like all of the different kind of combinations. I love to look at it like this. You could do the quads, like those 2, and then the bottom 2 would be really cool looks, or just mix and match any of them. It's up to you. Terracotta is the perfect orangey terracotta. I think it's wearable. I love that color just all over the lid, buffed into the crease as a 1 eyeshadow look. In fact, literally any of these look good like that, but especially this type of color, it really makes your eye color pop. Next up we have Sand, which is one of the shimmery colors in the palette. There's only 2 shimmers. I kept most of them matte because it just suits that vibe of like, you know, terracotta, earth. Sand is a beautiful high shine shimmer, and it's just like the perfect, I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a terracotta beige, so it's got those kind of undertones to it. If I just show you on my finger, do you know what I mean? It's like peachy, terracotta-y undertones, but very much just the kind of color you could use on the lid, brow bone, in a corner, whatever. It's not too pale, like it's just really fun. You know I have to have a pop of something like that because I love my shimmers. Then we have Ginger, and Ginger is the most amazing like orangey tone. It's got a much more orange vibe than just like terracotta. Once again, it looks amazing all over. just as a one eyeshadow look, and it is a little bit lighter than the shade Terracotta as well. Good as a transition too in the crease. Next up we have Umber, a clay kind of dirt shade. That doesn't really sell it, does it? Dirt. But no, it's just a beautiful deep brown, just like a staple color. Everyone needs that. And it's perfect with so many of the other shades in this palette just to really darken, create depth, create smokiness. And then we have Crude, which is like a shade or two lighter. Again, like that kind of clay inspired shade. Really good to create a really nice shadow through the crease. Transition shade for some of the blues, or however you want to use it. It's a stunning, stunning color. We have Sienna, which is a really deep red, earthy terracotta red, you know, a bit more red in it than terracotta. That's why it's called Sienna. And do you know what? It actually does give me the vibe of the kimchi. Obviously this, I've had this for far longer in my life. I've been working on this for so long, way too long. But recently I got this, and you know how I've been loving this on my eyes for eyeshadow. Sienna is literally almost the same kind of color. Beautiful. Once again, just smoked all over the eyelid. Like incredible, chef's kiss. Then we have Stem, which is a really fun pop of like a pastel lime green. I think you're either gonna love it or hate it. Some people will probably look at it and be like, why have you put that in there? But I just had to. I was obsessed. So fun on the inner corner to create like a really bright statement. Lower lash line, you could do that classic look, or it goes really fun with some of these other colors. Like if you look at this whole vertical row, such a fun look. Then we have Polish, which is a kind of greeny undertone, like a very earthy green, almost a teal. Like it kind of looks blue on camera, but this one next to it is much more blue. We'll get to that soon. Then we have Ochre, which is an ochre color. It's like a natural pigment that you find in the earth, and it literally, you know, looks like this. So that's what that one was inspired by, and it gives me vibes of back in the day when I used to love that Illamasqua bronzer and I used to use it on my eyes. It's that kind of vibe. It warms up anything. Ochre is stunning. I've actually got a little bit of it in my crease, at the top of my crease. It looks so good when you do bronzed skin as well. I love that shade. Now we've got the second shimmer, Glazed. It's a shimmery, deep, like teal, you know. I just wanted something that could go with the other matte shades if you did want a bit of a shimmer. So pair it with either of these colors in the crease. It'll change the look depending what kind of undertone you go for, more blue or more green. So pigmented, so sparkly, so gorgeous. Next up we have Earth, which is this earthy blue color. If you look at the planet, you know what I mean. Beautiful, like I said, a little bit more blue than Polish. And then we have Vessel, which is like a deeper muted blue. And I love these muted kind of colors because it makes color more wearable. And it's one of those colors which I just feel like not many people would really gravitate towards, but honestly it's so effective once it's on the eye. And I'll definitely do a look with those kind of colorful shades from the palette too, because I do feel like obviously you look at these kind of colors on the side and you're like, yeah, that's easy, I know how to use those, but sometimes the blues can be a bit tricky, but just wait and see. I made sure that they were all very wearable on the actual eye rather than just chucking in some random colors and then they look like out the gate, you know, like these can be very sexy. So that is the eyeshadow palette done and dusted. It looks stunning next to our other little 12 pan palettes. If you like hate me talking about my own brand, obviously I don't know why you clicked on this video, but like just if you have my moment, I'm so proud. We also have a terracotta eyeliner palette. So you guys know I love water activated eyeliners. I think they're so fun, and when I applied it today I was like, oh, they're just so much easier to use than like liquid eyeliners. I can actually get an even line on both eyes for once, and it looks ugly now because I used it, but what you do is you wet a brush with water, mixing medium, setting spray, whatever you want, and then spill your brush into it and it ends up looking like this. But when you first get it, it's all beautiful anyway, and then it creates eyeliner. Paint it on with your brush, whatever. Also you can mix and match, so you can literally like mix them together and create custom shades, which is so fun. So we've got a terracotta kind of color here, which is called Brick. Then we've got Dust, which is a dark brown, which is perfect for like everyday wear. And then we have two fun colorful shades, so if you want to do something more creative. We've got Ceramic, which is like a darker greeny blue, and then we've got Botanic, which is more of a green and a little bit lighter as well. And that just comes in its own little compact, and it does have a mirror too. Then we have two pairs of lashes. I'll have to do a little like overlay of the first pair because I'm wearing them right now. So the first pair are called Desert, and they are a full brown lash. They are long, curly and wispy. They are so lightweight you can't even feel them on your eye, and they're just everything I've ever dreamed of. Like look how stunning they are. Honestly, I feel like if these were out back when I got married I probably would have worn them. They are just so glamorous, soft, sexy, all at the same time. Like, I'm obsessed. And they're brown, so they're just not quite as harsh as a black lash. And I think you're either gonna love them or hate them. But like I say later in the video, if you are fair or you have like red hair, light blonde hair, and very soft light features, light eyebrows, light eyelashes as well, this lash will probably change your life. The next pair, right? You won't be a stranger to brown and black lashes if you've tried the Soulmate by xoBeauty. We've had those out since I first launched my lash range like years and years ago, and the Soulmate have always been a favorite. They are a brown and black blend, which really actually make your eye color pop. This is Torrid, and these are a blend, black and brown. These ones are more of a cluster style. They've still got a invisible lash band, so if you do still want to stick to a darker lash, these are perfect for you. They are long, they are wispy, but a little bit more cluster lashy. Drop dead gorgeous. These two lashes are probably some of my favorite lashes we've ever launched with my brand. And the packaging is so cute. It's in the Terracotta Collection packaging. And of course these are limited edition, so if you like the look of them, stock up quick. I literally think I need to go secure myself like 20 pairs of each before I put them on the website. And then last but not least, we have two lip duos. These are only available in the lip duo. They aren't available separately. This is how I like to wear these lip colors. You have a lip pencil and a lipstick in each. So they look like this. They're in our normal packaging, but they come in a cute box. The lip pencil and the lipstick are slightly different colors. They're named the same thing because they go together, but they are slightly different colors. So you've got a darker lip pencil and then you've got your lipstick to go in the middle. The one I've got on my lips right now is Clay, but I also tried on Raw later in the video. I try on both. Raw is a more kind of terracotta nudie vibe. You need to see this on. It's literally like bombshell. Clay is much more like nude, like brownie nude, and Raw is a little bit more like terracotta peachy vibes. You can mix and match though, or you can just wear the lip pencil all over or the lipstick all over and get different looks once again. Like, they are very versatile. You can create lots of different looks. So when's it launching? Literally right now. While you're watching this, I've just put it up on the website, so you can go and shop straight away. I'll have all the links down below if you are interested. I'll put all the prices, and you can also buy a bundle of everything and save a lot of money. And it's, in my opinion, so reasonably priced. Roughly 130 bucks for everything that I just showed you. I hope it's not boring. I don't know, it's just really, it's me to my roots, you know? Not to be ironic with, you know, the whole earth theme, but really, it's just something I've loved forever, even way back to my like collaboration palettes I've done in the past. You guys know I've always loved terracotta. If you know, you know. This isn't even my original palette. This is the remix, which has the other side, but since way back. If you know, you know. Terracotta. If you loved my Shaaanxo BH Cosmetics palette, you can see there's a little bit of inspo here too. How crazy. Every time I look at this palette, man, like, nostalgia. So many of you guys have followed me since this. If you've followed me since this palette, leave some pink emojis down below so I know. Crazy. Okay, let's get on to the tutorial. I'm hoping this week as well to film a second video doing 3 different makeup looks with this one palette, because it's actually so versatile just for like every day, or if you want to do something a little bit more colorful and fun. Now we're gonna go in with our palette. Oh, it's so pretty. I love when you get like a fresh new palette. It's so satisfying to look at because it's about to get destroyed. I'm gonna start with ochre. I'm just patting that through the crease. This is just gonna warm up the entire look and kind of go with my outfit. I'm just gonna softly kind of blend that up towards the brow bone. I'm going to take the same brush into ginger, and I'm going to kind of put that over the lid a little bit and also in the crease, blending those two colors together. And then of course we have to use the shade Terracotta, the star of the palette, and obviously one of my favorite colors ever. And I'm using the same brush once again. I'm starting by just tapping that straight on the lid, and you can see the beautiful terracotta color. But I am going to blend this very well into the other colors. So again, little circular motions, because I want it to almost be like an ombre vibe, you know. And then just slowly bringing it higher and higher and blending it with the other 2 shades, just so that we get like that really nice overall very terracotta finish. These colors have got me right back into colourful eyeshadow. Adding sienna would really make this look even more intense, but I just don't want to take it too dark today, so I'm going to leave it there. But yeah, incredible as well, and I'll probably use that in one of my next looks with this palette. We've done our own palette. This is the Terracotta Eyeliner palette. Take an eyeliner brush and you just wet it with water, setting spray. We'll start with Brick. With this formula, it's normal for them to look a little bit lighter when they're wet, and this is a very similar color to Terracotta, naturally, because this is like the terracotta color in the palette. The great thing about this too is you can kind of customize how like thick or runny you want your eyeliner to go. And if you're a 90s kid, like it totally reminds me of those paints you used to get in those big suitcases. Like it's low-key nostalgic. I love these. They're so much fun to play with. And if you make a mistake, it's easy to kind of like go backwards if you just rub a little bit of it off quickly before it sets. Like how beautiful. Oh my god, this is actually probably the best eyeliner I've done in ages. If you've been watching all my videos lately, I cannot do straight eyeliner to save my life, but low-key, like that looks pretty even. I was gonna add some of Dust, the dark brown, but honestly I kind of love how that looks just as is. Now with the lashes in this collection, as you guys would have seen in the intro, they are brown and also a brown and black pair. The brown ones even, you can still just use them with black mascara. You could also wear them with no mascara if you want them to look extra soft. So here are the brown lashes, like the full brown set. They're called Desert. I'm trying to figure out how to show you like the side profile. They are so curly and so fluffy. Look how fluffy they are. Soft and fluffy, and like I said, you can't feel them when they're on there, so lightweight. You can apply mascara on the top too. If you do want to darken them up with a bit of black mascara, feel free, but I've been searching for a pair of lashes like this for my whole life. If you've never tried brown lashes or brown mascara, please just give it a go, because it is like incredible, especially if you've got lighter hair too. I feel like it looks really good. I used the Too Faced bronzer on my cheeks, plus this blush duo in Rose Dahlia by xoBeauty. So Dahlia is like a shimmery kind of vibe, so it's a little bit more sheer with a shine, so it gives that highlighted effect. And then Rose is like a super bright pink, and I always apply way too much of it because it's addictive, but that's just on there as well. That's what we've got on. We will go in with Raw first. As you can see, Raw is like the perfect kind of deep nude, but it's got that terracotta, warm, reddish undertone to it. It's so gorgeous. And the lipstick, Raw, is the most stunning, peachy-ish terracotta kind of color. It is truly amazing. I'm obsessed with this color. You may look at it and think like, oh, whatever. Let me show you. I'm sorry. That is the most beautiful lip color I've ever seen in my life, and I don't even want to take this off right now. Like I want to wear this with this eye makeup, because how perfect is it? The lip duos obviously just go so perfectly with this eyeshadow palette. Like I'm just feeling myself right now. I love this lip color. So that's the duo in Raw. As much as I don't want to take this off, I need to show you Clay, because Clay is a go-to of mine. Like it's been a go-to for months now. All right, let's go in with Clay lip pencil. This one's much more of like a true kind of brown lip pencil. And now let's go in with Clay lipstick. Here's how she looks. Like, no words. Do not sleep on these lip duos. They are just to die for. Clay is amazing with these neutrals right here as well, and the greens and blues. Like it looks so cool, you can imagine. So that is the collection, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you love it as much as I do. It is a very Shaaanxo, very me collection. You know that terracotta has been like my favorite tone of lips, cheeks and eyes for so many years now. Thank you guys endlessly for the support you show me, for the support you show my channel and my brand. I'll stop babbling, but thank you, and I will talk to you guys in my next video, which I'm hoping to do 3 looks with this palette all in one video for you guys. I haven't filmed a video like that in so long. I feel like it's the perfect opportunity. Bye bye.